Today, on the Tom Kearin Channel, there are no conditions on your desires. The LOA experts were wrong. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the Tom Kearin Channel. One of you reached out and said, wow, there really are no conditions on my desires. And they said this realization came to them. They saw an older video where I talked about this idea that God made the first move. And this is what this particular creator said. God made the first move. It's unconditional. And she was referring to a video where I talk about 1 John 4:19, where it says, we love because he first loved us. In other words, we are love, we are fulfillment. God gave us everything and guaranteed that we have everything by making us everything, all that is. Self-awareness, the gift, the divine gift of being aware of yourself as all that is. And this particular creator had me laughing because she was talking about, I've just been consuming content. Now this creator is also a coach and has a powerful YouTube presence, right? She goes, Tom, I teach this stuff, but I was really still putting conditions on it, talking about processes and techniques and believing that those are things that I had to do to be the person that I already am, to have the things that are already mine. Very powerful. So I want to unpack this today, because then there was another conversation with another one of you who's also a very powerful coach and teacher, does conferences, seminars, a YouTube channel, all of this. Very powerful. And she talked about manifesting her specific person, a reunion with her specific person. That's going to happen this month, after 2 years of no contact. And knowing from mutual friends that their specific person is excited to see her again. Very powerful. And she said, my aha moment was that there's two versions of me, and both versions are the versions that already is that person I desire to be. There's one with everything I want, and there's one without it. But it's still me as all that is. It's still me as that ideal version. Why not just be the one that has everything they want? That was their aha moment. There are absolutely no conditions on your fulfillment, no conditions on your desires. And one of the coaches said, I had it wrong. These LOA coaches were wrong. So this idea that I have to flip thoughts or feel better, go on mental diets, as Neville, Goddard and other spiritual greats talk about, do these mental gymnastics to somehow influence reality or to bend the spoon like the Matrix. Right? Reprogram my subconscious, revise my life, revise events, heal myself, fix myself, affirm endlessly, repeating things in vain, endless techniques and processes, where none of that does it until I just decide to choose to be it here and now, that they are all permission slips. They're all just conditions, on putting conditions on your desires, on the fulfillment of your desires here and now. Wow. That's why I often refer to Scripture in this idea when Jesus healed the centurion's servant in Scripture. Jesus is your I am awareness and says to the centurion, go, it shall be done for you as you have believed. What's the idea of belief here? As you have felt as your truth or true of who you are in your reality. That unconditional knowing that I am who I say I am and desire to be right now. I can know that I'm with everything that I want or without it, but I'm still that person. This is what that other coach pointed to. I'm still everything that I desire to be. And this idea of making it conditional. We love because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. The ancients showing us what unconditional fulfillment means. Unconditional love means. We desire because he, existence, all that is, first desired us. That's what desire is. It's existence existing as all that is. It's consciousness being conscious, awareness being aware. It's unconditional. We translate those desires into things, people, events, and circumstances that we'd like to physically experience. But that's only to know ourselves as the fulfillment that we already are. God made the first move, making you everything, guaranteeing that you have everything by making you everything. In other words, giving you that divine gift as I am awareness, to be aware of yourself as all that is. Wow, everything's consciousness, right? The trees, the grass, the coffee cup, the sink, the lights, the sofa, all of it's consciousness. But you've been given the divine gift to be aware, to have that self-awareness, to be aware of yourself as consciousness. That's the birth of God's Son. That's the birth of the Son of existence. You as self-awareness, to be aware of yourself as existence, as all that is, as fulfillment, complete, whole, healed, and fulfilled here and now. God made you as all that is and gave you the divine gift of self-awareness. You desire because God first desired you. In other words, you are existence itself. What is desire, after all? Desire is the heartbeat of existence. It's existence existing. It's I am. I exist and will always exist. All that is could not be all that is without you and your desire to know yourself, that you translate into the people, events, and circumstances of your life. There are no limits on what you can desire. There's no such thing as good desires and bad desires, higher desires and lower desires. There's only you desiring to know yourself as all that is. Either I am all that I want to be, or you saying I am not and I desire this to be fulfilled, to be worthy. That would be the idea of a lower desire, but it's still you desiring to know yourself as existence, translated through the idea that you lack something or need something to be fulfilled. So desire is just to know yourself as existence. You could translate that into anything that you want, to know yourself as existence. There's no good and bad or a higher or a lower or right or wrong desires. Whether it's a pile of money or world peace, it's the same. What makes a distinction? You desiring it from the idea that I need it to be fulfilled. I need it to fill a lack. I need it to be worthy. Or you desiring it from the knowing that you're already worthy, that you're already abundant, that it's simply to know yourself as all that is. So this desire is the heartbeat of existence. It's life or consciousness, awareness, knowing itself as that life. Desire is the livingness of life. Existence existing. Consciousness being conscious. After all, consciousness wouldn't be consciousness unless it was conscious or desiring to know itself as consciousness. That's what desire is. Awareness being aware is desire. The desire to be aware of itself. I am. That's all there is, because there's only awareness, only consciousness, only one divine mind. There's only one reality. And it's that you, as the center of that one reality, knowing yourself as that source. It's fulfillment fulfilling itself. Yeah. These LOA experts, law of assumption, or law of attraction, one of you declaring, yeah, I was wrong, we were wrong. Right? One of you saying, I had such an addiction to consuming more content, even though I am a content creator, I'm a teacher. I'm an LOA teacher and I had it wrong. Wow. And I'm consuming all of these videos. And they talked about this idea of watching these TikTok videos over and over again about manifesting. Because, Tom, it's just people waking up in the morning with dark shadows and bad lighting telling me that I've got to flip my thoughts or feel better or go on a mental diet, right? Or reprogram myself or heal myself. Or people walking around with no shirts on or just casually doing a video saying, this is what you need to do to live the life of your dreams. When I know I'm already living it, I'm already it. And that other content creator, that other powerful teacher saying, yeah, I'm already that person that I desire to be. There's just two options. I'm already that person I desire to be with all that I want, or I'm that person I desire to be without everything that I want. With everything I want, or with nothing I want, I get to decide. It doesn't change. I am God. I am the creator. I am the source. So try this for 24 hours. Drop all conditions. And stand in that knowing that, yeah, there are no conditions. It's mine, period. That's the only thing that ever keeps you seeking and looking for it, looking for that evidence outside of yourself. The LOA experts were wrong. There are no conditions on your desires. We love because he first loved us. It's unconditional. We desire because he first desired us. Existence, or all that is, think about this, is not complete without you and you desiring. Wow. All that is all that is. It can't exclude anything. So your desires, we just translate that to a sense of lack and need. But you could translate it to the idea that I just want to know myself as that fulfillment. That desire for the people, events, and circumstances, and the money, and the houses, and the love is all coming from the idea that, yeah, I'm already fulfilled. We love because he first loved us. We desire because he first desired us. God guaranteed my fulfillment by making me all that is. So why not drop all conditions and be it now? I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Be sure to check out the Be Something Wonderful channel, another big video there. We're going to announce our next live event for October. This is coming up. Stay tuned for that. More content coming with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here on the Tom Kearin Channel in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.